Welcome back, I'm Ryan from Bluewater Gaming, and this is the Daily Grind, the show where I talk about something gaming related, usually Call of Duty, and today I want to talk about Advanced Warfare's heavy weapons. And they are the EM1, the XMG, the EPM3, the Amelie, and the Pytek. Now let's start off by throwing a picture of the EM1 up on here. And as you can see, it doesn't exactly look like that bad of a weapon. The constant energy beam is pretty cool. It's a literal laser gun. It does have the best in class damage, which I do kind of find a little disappointing. And I say that only because, well, there's some pretty big LMGs in this class. 2 of them, to be precise. The only problem that I have with the EM1 is that I think that it should have been an assault rifle. Because the amount that you move with it, the amount of slowdown that you have with it, is too much to justify using it in a game. That's pretty much the only complaint with it. And now let's move on to the Pytek. And once again, the stats don't look that bad on it. The handling and mobility could be a little bit better though. And this actually happens to be one of my favorite heavy weapons, one of only 2 that I can actually find usable. And as it says, the recoil reduces over time, and I'm saying the recoil goes down to 0. Like, it will shoot through the same hole after about 2 seconds, and you may see that during the ending of this gameplay. And the Pytek is the weapon that I'm using in the gameplay in the background, except for 1 life, which I use the EM1. And now we have the god-awful pair of things that should never exist, called the XMG. Now, as this thing comes up on the screen, you can see once again, it doesn't look that bad. The mobility's not that terrible on it. The accuracy could be better, way better. But then again, it's akimboed LMG guns, and they are as difficult to use as it sounds. They feel like pea shooters. The only redeeming quality of these is the names that they give to some of their variants. Like, just listen to some of these. Like, you got the chicken and waffles, and the yin and yang, and don't forget about the beer and pretzels, or even death and taxes. But I like the names for the elite versions the best, and they happen to be bread and butter, and bacon and eggs, and whoever came up with the names of those should get a little bit of a raise, but I think that those names should have gone to the akimbo only SMGs instead of these god-awful weapons. And now for the worst weapon in the heavy weapons category, from my personal opinion. That's the EMP3. This is supposed to be the sniper rifle kind of heavy weapon, but it fails miserably because the recoil is immense. It takes a really long time to shoot. That fire rate that you're seeing right there is a lie. It does have the range though, but it can't pull off a one-shot kill. And unless you're hitting 2 headshots, it can't really even pull off a 2-shot kill. And with the recoil and reload time, it's a bear to use. It's almost as terrible as the XMG, but not as much of a bear to use as the XMG. And finally here we have the Amelie, which I'm gonna take a wild guess because I haven't used it that much during my first Prestige. Well, my first pre-Prestige. I'm gonna take a guess and say that it's like the Amelie in Ghosts. I could be wrong. I could be, but I don't think that I'm gonna be that wrong. In that case, I'm probably gonna like it as much as the Pytek, and those are the 2 heavy weapons that I would recommend anybody to use because they're good and actually work, unlike the other 3. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it because I haven't really used it. Maybe somebody else can fill you in on the Amelie. Hopefully somebody else, either in the comment section below or in the Reddit thread that this gets posted to. And that is it for the daily grind today. Remember, I'm Ryden from Bluewater Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one.